What is up, YouTube? And today we're going to be talking about this hunk of a guy that you see on your screen here, known as Mort. Now, Mort was the benefactor of a very big balance patch. You're going to see that he did get reworked in a sense, and he is very strong in the current PvP meta. So basically, his biggest mechanic now is his S2. You're going to see on the second sentence here, all heroes except for the caster cannot counterattack. So this makes him very good into any counterattacking units, and will also be very good into ML Lua when she comes out. And you're also going to see that whenever an ally is attacked, he has a 20% chance to counterattack. And when he counterattacks, he'll activate Sacred Blessing. Sacred Blessing is a barrier to all allies and also increase speed for himself for 3 turns. And this will scale with his max health. And then we have his S3 that also got changed. You'll see that it has a new debuff now. It's an AoE attack that inflicts AoE fear. And this is basically kind of like a stun, but you'll see that at the start of the turn you have a 40% chance to be dispelled. So there is some RNG. This also will penetrate defense of one enemy with the highest max health by 70%, which is insane. And will also ignore effect resist of any targets with max health lower than Mort's himself. And just a very powerful unit overall now. Then, of course, we have his S1, single target attack with a chance defense break. If you have a target with max health lower than himself, he will actually ignore effect resist again. And you can soul burn this for 10 souls to guarantee that defense break. So basically, when he's attacking units with lower max health than him, he will ignore effect resist, which makes him super strong. And you can see preventing counterattacks, and also by inflicting this fear and penetrating defense as well, he'll just be a very powerful unit. So this is the build that I have my Mort on. There's many different ways to build him. I put him on more of a damage heavy build. You can drop his crit damage to like 250, 240, even like 230%, then up his health. But for me personally, instead of gambling on me having more max health than very high health stacking characters, I like to basically destroy squishy units. I think that's what I have had the most success with recently. And you can see, because he ignores effect resist, he's super strong against squishy, not squishy, but lower health bruisers, such as like Navy Captain Landy, Abyssal Euphina, and stuff like that. He's super powerful. Now, for his set, it's really up to you. I think the best set is actually Destruction set, because it gives him the most stat value out of his set, the most gear score. But you can also run Speed set like I have him on as the second choice. And then for your secondary set, the 2 set, you can run Crit Chance, you can run Health. I think those are the 2 most popular ones. I think people like Health if they like stacking him on Health. But because I have him on a more damage-focused build, I do have him on Crit Chance. His exclusive equipment, honestly, I'm still testing it all out. But what I've found the most success with on this damage-heavy build is the S3 one, because it makes him hit super hard. His S2 and S1 are also decent as well, but I think his S3 one is way better if you're running a high crit damage one like I am. And then for his artifact, you really want Elbrus Ritual Sword. It basically stacks with his passive, so you have extra chance to counterattack. You can also run him on 3F. I've seen some people run him on this, or you can run him on another artifact of your choice. I've seen him also on Mature Sunglasses as well, which gives him even more damage. But for me, I like Elbrus Ritual Sword to actually increase the chance of his counterattack. So here we're bringing our Mort into a pretty heavy counterattacking team, right? We have Navy Captain Landy and APOC Ravi, ML Ravi, who both are most likely on counter set. And we're just going to start off with an S3 for Meteor Cowrick, just to put up immunity on Mort. Mort does get countered by being CC'd and also sealed, so you want to make sure that he does get protected. And right away you can see that we are getting value from Elbrus. And because my Mort has higher health than Destina, you can see even though she has a ton of effect resist here, she is defense broken, and that kind of makes it very easy to one-shot her. Now, I could S3 here right after, but I'm going to show you why this unit can be so good. So, basically, because I have this limited flan here, Afternoon Soak Flan, she is going to actually dual attack with Mort. And Mort is really good with Afternoon Soak Flan because I land this defense break from his S1, and then just bring a dual attack in. So you can see, here we go, and she's gone. So this is a very powerful combo, and I think because Mort got reworked, Afternoon Soak Flan is just so good, because they pair extremely well together, and they both just set up a ton of defense breaks, as you can see here. So this game is pretty much over here. I'm just going to be just autoing through. I guess I'll be manually through, but Crow S3 does not even kill me here through the because I have Boreas in the barrier. And of course, this entire time, what is actually happening is that they can't actually counterattack me, which is very, very good. S1, of course, it brings Afternoon Soak Flan. And then what I can do here, I don't know if they have less health. Let's actually test the S3 damage. You can see that's going to do very, very heavy damage and also put up fear, right? So they can't actually move. Didn't do that crazy of damage, but you know what I mean. Pretty decent anyways. These units are very tanky with a crit chance of resist. So, and now we're bringing him into another very high counter-attacking team here. Right away I get a counter from my Mort. Does a ton of damage, right? He has, what, 40% chance to counter with Elbrus and his passive when an ally gets attacked. And it's fine that this happens because I just cleanse it off with Laya and reset my skill cooldowns. Then I'm going to put up this immunity because they do have Bellion and Senya with provokes, which are very, very annoying. And right away, I think I'm just going to S3. You know, just rip it, right? What can go wrong? Put up the fear, do some damage. Mostly the fear though, right? And Shu just got one shot. So yeah, there's that. Pretty insane damage here. This does not seem balanced, especially on this build with full damage. And it looks like Senya does wake up from her fear, so it's kind of like a sleep and stun mixed together. And of course, he's gonna counterattack and one-shot her. So yeah, this is pretty much Mort in a nutshell, right? Oh, another counterattack, and she's dead. Yeah, looks pretty balanced to me. So yeah, that is pretty much Mort. You can see he's very, very powerful, and mine isn't even that well built, to be honest. I don't even have him imprinted all the way, and my gear is just not the best of the best because I do have some wasted subs and just some low rolled gear, as you can see. But in general, I think this build is super fun, having him on full damage. He just hits like a truck. And yeah, just a very powerful unit with his counterattacks. You know, he stops enemies from counterattacking. He also stops your allies, you have to be careful. And like I mentioned, he actually pairs extremely well with Afternoon Soak Flan just because of his S1 defense breaking. And then if I can find her, Afternoon Soak Flan just hits super, super hard with her S1, always crits, right? And her passive makes it so that she'll dual attack when she uses her focus when an ally S1s. So Mort just pairs super well with her, and even by himself you saw he does a ton of damage with his S3, fear, all that good stuff. Just a really powerful unit. I think Smilegate went a little overboard with his buffs, but it does feel nice to see once a super memey, super terrible character in PvP actually be buffed to being very powerful. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the Mort rework. Is he too strong? Is he just right? Or do you guys think he's for some reason weak? And also let me know what you guys haven't built on. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of different ways to build in. You know, Destruction Set is definitely very, very good on him. You can also put him on full health, just to put him as a debuffer. If you have him on maximum health, he'll always be defense breaking and be, you know, doing a lot of stuff, very, very strong. But let me know in the comments down below what build you found the most successful on him. I might try him out on different ones and show you guys those in a different video. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.